The RCMP have laid charges against a former Royal Bank of Canada employee for allegedly accessing the banking profiles of both Prime Minister Mark Carney and his predecessor, Justin Trudeau. The details of the story were first reported by La Presse. For more, we're joined by the CBC's Rafi Boudjikanian in Ottawa. So, Rafi, what can you tell us about these charges?
Andrew, these charges are not ones that you see every day. The RCMP has laid them out. They include fraud over $5,000, identity theft, unauthorized use of a computer, and information seeking to traffic in identity theft. Now, according to a court affidavit that CBC and Radio-Canada have seen, the employee was hired in 2022 by the Royal Bank of Canada. A man named Ibrahim El Hakim, 23 years old, hired to work at an RBC branch quite close to Parliament Hill, also kind of across the street from the CBC studios in Ottawa, incidentally. And the affidavit says that he used the computer to commit fraud at the RBC, also to access multiple banking profiles, including those of, yes, current Prime Minister Mark Carney and his predecessor, Justin Trudeau. Those two he accessed sometime around mid-June, according to the document, which also says that he was doing all this on behalf of someone who went by the online alias AI World on the social media platform Telegram. Now, police believe that that account is linked to organized crime, and the document also says that El Hakim was creating fake banking profiles on behalf of that account and cashing $500 every time he did so. Now, parliamentarians we've been speaking to are just learning about all these facts as they are coming out and reacting to it with a lot of caution. But here's what the finance minister had to say earlier today.
It just reinforced that we need to have strong procedures in place, obviously, to preserve, privacy, and it applies to all Canadians. So it just reminds everyone that privacy and having system to prevent, fraudulent access to anyone's file is something that we should all be concerned about. So,
Rafi, what's the bank saying?
Not a whole lot at this point, but they did provide a statement. We'll put it up on your screens and I'll read it to you in part. The RBC said, while we cannot comment on specifics of matters before the court, we can share that we independently identified unauthorized system access, took immediate action to engage authorities, and the individual named is no longer employed at the bank. We work closely with law enforcement to support their investigation. As for El Hakim, he was arrested in July and he has been released with conditions. We know he's due to appear in court next week. The RCMP also said that they don't believe the Prime Minister's private information has been compromised in any way, Andrew.
Rafi, thank you. The CBC's Rafi Boudjikanian live in Ottawa.